Good afternoon to all. In the last class, we had a detailed discussion about how to calculate the equivalent resistance of the network using network reduction techniques. So, in that, we solved the equivalent resistance and equivalent inductance and equivalent capacitance of different types of networks using network reduction techniques. In this lecture, I would like to discuss the source transformation techniques. Source transformation. Okay. So, what are the outcomes of this class? So, at the end of this class, students will be able to convert a voltage source into a current source, vice versa. Vice versa. Analyze the circuits using source transformation techniques. Okay, so we have basically two types of sources. Okay, voltage source and current source. Wherever necessary, we can convert a voltage source into a current source or current source into a voltage source while analyzing the circuits. Okay. Okay, na? So here in this lecture, we would like to discuss how to convert a voltage source into a current source or current source into a voltage source. A voltage source. A voltage source with series resistance can be converted into current source with parallel resistance. And a current source with parallel resistance can be converted into a voltage source with series resistance. As we saw the practical current source and voltage source model, whereas in ideal voltage source, current source, the internal resistance were neglected. There is no internal resistance for ideal voltage and ideal current sources. Whereas coming to the practical, both voltage and current sources consist of some internal resistance, where the voltage source consists of very less amount of internal resistance, whereas the current source consists of large amount of internal resistance. Okay. However, the model of the voltage source is the voltage which is connected in series with its internal resistance. Coming to the current source which has a parallel resistance, Now we are going to see how to convert a voltage source into a parallel current source and a current source into a voltage source. In simple terms, okay, here as we know, according to Ohm's law, I is equal to V by R. I is equal to V by R. For the given voltage source, if you want to calculate the equivalent current source, you just calculate the current I, which is equal to V by R. V by R, where the resistance remains same. Okay. For example, here, suppose here V is equal to some 10 volts and some R is equal to 2 ohm as internal resistance. If you want to convert this voltage source into a current source, here I is equal to V by R, so that 10 by 2, which is equal to 5 amps, The magnitude of this current source is 5 amps, whereas the resistance remains same, it is equal to. So this way we can convert the voltage source into a current source. In a similar way, if you want to convert the same current source into a voltage source, so here V is equal to I into R. This gives here I is equal to 5 and R is equal to 2. Therefore, 5 into 2, which is equal to 10 volts. So this 10 volts appears here. The resistance remains same. same. Okay, na? So this way we can convert the voltage source into a current source or current source into a voltage source. Coming to the last one, the source transformation can also be applied to control source. However, the control element must not be tampered. Here, this is the independent sources. Dependent control source means dependent sources. We can also apply the same principle for dependent sources, control sources, but the control element should not be altered. Okay. We'll see some examples on source transformation techniques so that we will be understanding better. Okay. Replace the circuit between AB with a voltage source in series with a resistance. So here he asked us to calculate the equivalent resistance between convert this total network between AB into a voltage source in series with a resistance. Okay. Here we are applying source transformation. While applying source transformation, if you want to convert any voltage source into current source, where the voltage source magnitude must be in series with resistance. Whereas for current source it should be in parallel with resistance. Okay. So here, see here there are two possibilities. So here you can convert this 20 volts in series with 5 into a equivalent current source, and here the 3 amps in parallel with 30 ohm resistance into an equivalent voltage source. Okay. So here we are going to convert this 20 volt and 5 ohm series voltage source into a current source so that we can easily calculate the total current and total resistance of the network. Convert series combination of 20 volt and 5 ohm resistance into current source. Therefore, here 20 volts and 5 ohm are in series, so they should be converted into a current source parallel with resistance. So here I is equal to V by R. What is V? V is equal to 20 by 5 equal to 4 amps. Okay. The series combination of 20 and 5 will become the parallel combination of current source and resistance. So 4 amps appears here and 5 ohm. So wherever you are replacing, converting any source, you have to connect the converted source in between those two terminals. So after 50 and before 6, between these two you have to connect. These 4 and 5. Okay. So now see here, it seems to be like a parallel circuit where 30, 50, 5 and 6 ohm all are in parallel, and 3 amp and 4 amp also in parallel. So 3 is entering into this node. Okay. So this is common node. Okay, if you take this is common node, so 3 amp is entering into this node, whereas 4 amps also entering into this node. So both are entering into this node. We can calculate the total current I. Total current is equal to 3 plus 4, which is equal to 7 amps. Whereas you need to calculate the parallel equivalent of 30, 50, 5 and 6. That will use the resultant resistance, which will be calculated in the next one. Now you add two sources and Combine all parallel resistances. Combine all parallel resistances. All parallel resistances. Okay. So this gives 2.38 ohms. 2.38 ohms. Okay, na? Okay. So here 1 by R equivalent. Here, calculate its equivalent. So 1 by R equivalent equal to, calculate that value, 1 by 30 plus 1 by 50 plus 1 by 5 plus 1 by 6. 1 by 6. So with that, you can get the total resistance as 2.38. 2.38. But our task is to calculate the equivalent voltage source in series with resistance. In series with resistance. Now, you convert the parallel combination of this current source and resistance into equivalent voltage source in series with resistance. Okay. So after converting this current source into a voltage source, it will be like this. Okay. So where V is equal to I into R, V is equal to I into R. I is equal to 7 and R is equal to 2.38. 2.38. So which gives some 16.67 volts. 16.67. Then the resistance remains same. So in this way, we can apply the source transformation to convert the voltage source into equivalent current source. Current source into equivalent voltage source. Then we will go to one more example. So replace the network, the current source in parallel with resistance. Current source in parallel with resistance. This is problem given. He asked us to calculate the equivalent network in terms of current source in parallel with resistance. Current source in parallel with resistance. Okay, na? See here, if you closely observe this network, which consists of two sources and two resistances. Consider this part of the network, which consists of 10 amps in parallel with 6 ohm. So this equivalent seems to be a current source. Coming to the second part of it, 20 volt in parallel with 5. 20 volt in parallel with 5. But for a voltage source, the resistance should be in series. Where there is no use even if you connect a resistance in parallel with 20, because the same 20 volts appears. It's a duplication. So therefore, this 5 ohms becomes redundant as it was connected in parallel with the 20 volt source. That is given here. Since the 5 volt is connected in parallel with the voltage source, so it becomes redundant. No use of this 5 ohms. Okay. So therefore, here you simply convert this 10 amp and 6 ohm into an equivalent voltage source. Okay, na? Convert the current source with parallel resistance. Okay. So therefore, here if you convert here, I is equal to 10 and R is equal to 6. So V is equal to I into R. V is equal to I into R. What is I? I is equal to 10 into 6, which is equal to 60 volts. And the 6 ohm is in series. It becomes in series with the voltage source. 60 in series with 6. However, 20 volts is there. 20 volts. Okay. equivalent network will be here 60 volts and 20 volts both are in series. Both are in series. So if you take plus and minus, plus and minus. So both are in aiding direction. The both sources are in aiding direction. So the resultant VT is equal to 60 plus 20, which is equal to 80 volts. 80 volts. Okay. If the battery is connected like this, second 20, the resultant will become 60 minus 20. 60 minus 20. Okay. So here the direction of the battery depends on the direction of the current. So here see the 10 amp source is driving current in upward direction. Therefore, here the equivalent converted source must be driven current in upward direction. In this way, you have to choose the direction of converted source. So therefore, here the total voltage VT is equal to 60 plus 20 is equal to 80 volts in series with 6 ohm. Okay, but our task is to calculate the current source in parallel with the resistance. So for that, you convert it into equivalent current source. So by source transformation, we'll get I V. What is I? Here again, I is equal to V by R. I is equal to V by R. What is V? V is 80 by 6. This gives 13.33. 13.33 amps. However, the resistance remains same. Therefore, this is the final current source in parallel with the resistance between A and B. Replace the circuit between A and B, the voltage source in series with resistance. See here. This is the given circuit. He asked us to replace the circuit between A and B, the voltage source in series with resistance. However, see here, there are voltage sources here, 2 voltage sources in parallel, and here one current source and one voltage source in parallel. We can combine voltage sources in series, okay, and we can combine current sources in parallel. Okay, remember that we can combine the voltage sources in series. We can combine the current sources in parallel. So by keeping this thing in your mind, you can convert the resultant, the network, present network into either to get all the voltage sources in series or to get all the current sources in parallel, or a group of voltage sources in series and a group of current sources in parallel, so that we can calculate equivalent the voltage and current. Okay, so here, so in that context, this is a parallel network. You convert this voltage source also into a current source, and these two voltage sources are also into a voltage source, so that we can add. Okay, suppose if there is no this line, the central line. If you convert this into a voltage source, we can easily add these to these two. But here there is a line. Because of that, these two are in parallel, these two are in parallel. So in parallel, we can add only current sources. So for that, you convert this into a current source, this into a current source, this also into a current source. Okay. So the resultant network becomes like this. So here it is as it is. Coming to this source here, I is equal to V by R. V by R. So what is V? V is equal to 4. So 4 by 2, which is equal to 2 amps. Equal to 2 amps. See here, this 4 amp driving current in upward direction. Because of that, here the current direction will be upward. E2 remains same. Similar way here, I is equal to 3 by 1. 3 by 1, which is equal to 1. Here also current is flowing upwards. Here also upward direction. Coming to here, I is equal to V by R. What is V? V is 6. R is 6 by 3, which is equal to 2 amps. But here 6 volts is driving current in downward direction. Therefore, here the 2 amp current source is driving current in downward direction. Downward direction. Okay, na? Okay. Now here these two are in parallel. 1 amp, 2 amp are in parallel. Okay. See here. So these two are in parallel, but both are entering into this node A. So therefore, you have to add these two. 1 plus 2 is equal to 3. 1 plus 2 is equal to. Whereas here, this 2 amp is entering into this node B, whereas 3 amp is moving out from B. So therefore, here 3 minus is equal to 1 amp. Okay, here 3 is the dominating 2, so therefore we have to take the direction of 3. 1 amp and 0.75. The resistance, you have to calculate the equal resistance between these two. So therefore 2 into 2 by 2 plus 2 by 2. 4 by 4, which is equal to 1 1. Whereas here 3 into 1 by 3 plus 1. 3 into 1 by 3 plus 1. Equal to 3 by 4. 3 by 4 leads to 0.75. Okay. Now, but our task is to calculate the equivalent voltage source in series with the resistance. Okay, na? So now you convert this current source into a voltage source, this current source into a voltage source, so that you can get two voltage sources in series. Two voltage sources in series, where you can add these two voltage sources to have the resultant voltage source. To have the resultant voltage source. Okay. Now convert current sources into a voltage sources. That gives the first one 3 volt, 1 ohm, 3 volt, 1 ohm. Okay, where the resistance R is equal to 1 ohm. Where resistance R is equal to 1 ohm as this. Okay, and V is equal to I into R. Where I is equal to V into 1 equal to 2. So here R is equal to 0.75. Okay, and I is equal to 1. I is equal to 1. So therefore V is equal to I into R. What is I? I is equal to 1 into 0.75. This gives, okay, again 0.75. V is 0.75 and here V is equal to 3. So here this is V is equal to 3. Here V is equal to 0.75. 0.75. Now two voltage sources are in series. Okay, and both are in aiding direction. Aiding direction. Plus and minus, plus and minus. So therefore, sum of these two, 3 plus 0.75. 3.7. 3 plus 0.75 gives 3.75. Whereas coming to the resistance is also in series. So therefore, 1 plus 0.75. 1 plus 0.75 gives the 1.7. One point. But 210. Okay, na? This way you can calculate all these things, and you can convert a voltage source into a current source or current source into a voltage source wherever necessary to analyze the networks. Okay, na?